Friends actress who played Ross' girlfriend Julie was booed by fans rooting for Rachel. May have made stars out of, but the audience at tapings for the beloved NBC sitcom didn't always give the same love to guest actors. In honor of the show's upcoming 25th anniversary on September 22, Today spoke with 10 actors who played notable guest roles on Friends saw including Lauren Tom, who recalls being booed by the audience as they filmed the show live. Why were they so upset? Tom played Julie. I think most actors are pretty sensitive. That's why we're doing. Julie was designed by creators David Crane and Marta Kaufman to be the nicest person on the planet, Tom recalled to Today. The writers meant to, and though the audience had a strong reaction to her when the cameras were rolling at the Warner Brothers Studios in Burbank, the rest of the cast was so welcoming to me, Tom remembered. It was very authentic. I still remember, it was my birthday on my first day of rehearsal, and so they all took me out to lunch, continued Tom, who has had other roles in Andy Mack, Pretty Little Liars, and The Joy Luck Club. It was very. Sex and the City was in production, but I was nervous to be the tiny character of Aaron, losing sleep, partly because of the live audience, but partly because you're in this world that has been created that is so alive and so specific and you're trying to make sure you're fitting yourself in there properly, Davis said. I remember, will I set that joke up okay? Will Matt LeBlanc?
Raindrop, drop top, smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park,